How to make your site gather leads without being silly or obnoxious. How do you create a high quality lead magnet that gets your audience to act? So this is Jake Gudger from Embark Internet Marketing, Marketing for Gurus. So if you're a speaker, coach, expert, or guru and trying to build an internet marketing presence that will help you make a global impact, then you're in the right place. You're about to discover the one critical factor that will make your online presence either soar or sputter midair and crash. It's your lead magnet. So in this video, you will learn how to build a high-quality lead magnet that captivates your audience's attention and compels them to act, whether that's buying your program or sharing your story with their friends and associates. And I swear, I am not selling anything in here. I'm just here to show you how to do this. So what the hell is this thing, and why should I be watching this? The lead magnet is a piece of high-value content that your audience exchanges their information for access to. So you've seen these. Hey, click here to download my ebook. Exchange your name and email to get instant access to this video where I'll teach you ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. You've seen this kind of thing before. It's pretty popular. So imagine having people eagerly hand over their email address to your site and then ask you where they can buy your programs afterwards. So a strong lead magnet will make that happen, but it has to be constructed very smartly, very strategically. Most of the lead magnets I see out there are something like sign up for my email newsletter. Or it'll be something really broad, like 10 steps to success. You know what? I've seen it before. There's a lot of that out there. It could be the best information. It could teach me how to pull a golden egg from somewhere a golden egg should never come. So this is a critical piece to your online presence because it's basically the gateway to transforming visitors, people just coming to your site, into prospects and then eventually customers. It's starting that process. So if you're wondering how to create a good one, then you're in the right place. Here's what we're going to learn. You'll learn how to make it part of a bigger strategy. How to make one that works, one that people love, one that leads them towards buying, and we'll share some examples. And we'll share what to actually say in it, and then what to do next. So one, you got to make it part of a bigger strategy. So here's a picture of the internet. And you may be there, you could be anywhere. But this is actually a picture of the internet. If you measure all the different computers and all the ports and access cable, I don't know how you call this, but this is like a map of the internet. So let's take this cloud and let that represent that. So you have the internet and then your products. Your products also meaning profit. People actually buying your CDs or DVDs or coaching programs or whatever it is. And I say profit for a reason because it's that profit that then will allow you to spread your message in a bigger, better way. And without that, nothing's really happening. So then you have your website, your page, and your blog. But to get people from just anywhere to your page and blog, you use search engines and social sites, right? You've seen this before. But in order to start the process of moving people from just visitors to your page and your blog to actual customers, you need the lead magnet. The lead magnet starts that whole process. So the lead magnet needs to lead into something else, some kind of process or sales sequence. So it's either going to be a sales page for a low-priced program, some kind of offer for something in the, I'd say $20 to like $100 range, or a launch sequence, a series of promotions for a much higher price program. So the second thing is, how do you make one that works? This is what's more intriguing here. Let me preface this by saying you're not selling or pitching anything in the lead magnet. You're purely giving information, content, and teaching. There's no exchange. More importantly, that this is about building a relationship with your audience. So they will want to become your customer. This is a chance for them to get to know you, your personality, your style, what you're like, how you talk, how you act, and what you teach, the results you can show them in the long run, right? So here are the elements of an effective lead magnet. It outlines solutions instead of problems. It adds value instead of pitching, and I'm going to explain all these in greater detail. Has a low call to action. Whenever you see CTA, that's me just abbreviating call to action. Quick deliverability. It's very easy to access. A solid lead-in, meaning an opt-in page or an ask for, hey, you give me your name and email and you can get access to this. That's got to be very strong. So You have to outline solutions instead of problems. Here's what I'm talking about. Don't go negative. An example of this would be a lead magnet of an ebook on 5 reasons you're fail. 5 reasons you're failing. 5 reasons you're not making it happen. Basically, here's why you suck. The thing is, they already know things need to change. Your audience, your prospect, would not be looking for answers if they didn't know there was a problem. So don't beat them over the head with something obvious. It's kind of rude. They already know it needs to change, and they came to you for those solutions. So use the opt-in page. And we explain in other trainings, other videos, what that is and how to construct that. But use that page you land on that says, hey, here's what you can learn in this presentation or in this ebook. Give me your name and email. Use that space to outline the problems. Then frame the lead magnet, the ebook or the video, as the source of the solutions. Does that make sense? So don't just say, okay, give me your name and email, and I'll tell you why things are not working for you. They know things are not working for you, for them. Give them the answer. Make that the ebook. The next is that it adds value instead of just pitching them. What I'm talking about here is the bait and switch technique. So the bait and switch technique of asking them to opt in for a free report. The free report, that's actually a sales letter, is over. Maybe you've seen this before. This was a technique used years ago. And what's happened is the internet marketing has matured to such a degree that people sniff this kind of stuff out right away. They know it's sneaky. They know they're not really getting what you said you were going to give them. And that you just lose credibility instantly. You lose a prospect and customer immediately. You don't want to be doing that anymore. So give them what you say you're going to give them. It needs to be about 90% valuable content that they can actually apply and use. Don't teach them a little bit and then just make the rest a big pitch. Basically, add value, show them how to do something, reach an outcome, instead of just pitching them the whole time. Does that make sense? Okay, it has a low call to action. What we mean here is you're asking them to do something at the end, but nothing big. You're not asking them to throw down hundreds of or thousands of dollars. You just ask them to do something small at the end. So you can ask them to spread and share, meaning make a comment below, use Facebook comments and get the viral effect so all their friends see it on their wall. Does that make sense? You got to do that. If you're not doing that, get on that. Another is apply and act. Basically ask them at the end, hey, do this stuff and then let me know how it goes. Last one is to go and get. Basically say, hey, go and buy this audio program, or get this CD, get this DVD, or opt in for this video series. Have something small, something on the low end of things. This isn't going to cost a lot. And be sure, if you're going to do that, that you've built your case throughout the lead magnet. Another factor is it has quick deliverability. What I mean by this is it's really easy to get to. So don't make them jump through too many hoops to get it. Avoid making them confirm the opt-in before downloading. If you can set it up that way, please do. If you don't know how to do that, we can teach you how to do it. No problem. So they need to click that get instant access or submit button as soon as they input their name and email. They click that button, they either immediately land on the page where the download is or the video is, or they can then go straight to their inbox and see it right there. So I'd avoid making them do tons of stuff beforehand. You're just going to lose extra people. You have to have a solid lead in also. So sorry to say this, but it's true. Nobody wants your stuff when they first meet you. When you first meet someone, and I don't know, maybe you're on Twitter, I'm on Twitter. If I just follow somebody and they send me a direct message right away that says, hey, check this out, here's my cool, again, ebook, or here's my video presentation, or I'll teach you how to make lots of money. They haven't built rapport with me. I don't know who they are, I don't know what you're talking about. So you have to have a solid lead in. Don't ask for the sale or ask for it right away. So what I mean by this is the opt-in page. The opt-in page, or another way to do this is have a sidebar or pop-up on your blog, something on the side of the blog with the name and email form and something that comes across the bottom. That offer for the lead magnet has to give clear and compelling reasons. So when you write the stuff for that, you got to put your marketing hat on. So you must articulate the features and the benefits on an emotional level. Now the key there is the benefits part. Now a lot of people, they think they're writing out the benefits, but they're really just writing out features. They'll say, you'll learn 3 ways to do X, Y, and Z. But they don't say, so you can ABC. So you want to say that. You want to say, here's what I'll teach you, and here's what it can do. You will learn this, so you can this. I'll show you how to XYZ, so you can ABC. And then you make those so you can something that's really going to grab their attention. They're really going to like and want. And you want to tap into it on an emotional level. Now, I'm going really fast over this stuff. There's a whole science behind that, behind tapping into the emotions. I mean, there's people who that's all they talk about. Third thing is then what to actually say in the video. So we've covered the elements of a good lead magnet. But here's what to actually say in it. 1, you have your introduction. Then you display your results. Basically, what have you done and where are you now that gives you right to even talk or teach this stuff. Third is your story. And most people here, they do the rags to riches story. Things were terrible and life was awful. I was lonely and depressed, and now things are so wonderful, so nice, and you should listen to me, right? This is different than that, and I'll show you how to do that. The fourth is then to position yourself as the leader and the rebel. This is really cool. 5, then, you then present the big problem. What's the big issue? And then the main thing you're solving. So you present the big problem, which is probably like the most commonly asked questions your clients have. When people start doing the work you teach, what's the first big roadblock that comes up? And then 6 is you give the solution, and that's the bulk of the information. You then summarize it and give that low call to action. Hey, go here. Hey, click this. Hey, share this with your friends. Give me a comment, whatever that is. And then 8th, wrap it up, say thank you, and then remind them where to go. And that's pretty much it. Let's dig through this a little more.